Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well here. We are back with another legendary stream. Yesterday was absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed it. Got a lot of amazing messages after the stream as well. Thank you so much. Let's make it an epic one today as well here. Looking forward to host you. Today we have gold, GJ, and the USD on our radar. We have news coming up, red folder news in roughly an hour. Very important stuff here. Initial jobless claims or the unemployment claims and the PPI are coming at the same time. So let's make it happen here, man. What a life, what a life, what a life. Let all our dreams come true. And let's continue our beautiful, beautiful journey. All right, thank you so much here. Let's set our goal. We're heading already towards the 31K. Already 2 days ago, we came to the 30. Let's set targets every single time now. Let's move up. Let's build our community. And let's do what we have to do here. Overall as well, something extremely amazing happened. I saw a tremendous amount of introductions coming in the chat, in Discord, in the introductions channel. So I really, really do appreciate it here. I'm going to go over a couple of them here, see what we can do, see what we can learn. And also to get the community, to get to know the community a little bit better. All right. Today, it's gonna be a wild one. I'm excited again. News, red folder news. Let's make it happen here. So before I start talking about gold, before I start talking about GJ here, let me quickly see what we have in the building. And let's say hello to the fam. Let's see what we have here. We have Snowfall. Welcome back, Liverpool. Bro, you were messaging me last night on Discord. I'm not sure. Mo HMD, my man. Welcome. Rajan. What's happening, man? Hope you're doing well, bro. Trunka. As always, Justin. Good morning, man. David, Liverpool. Prime and Vix. We love Prime and Vix. We love our man. Beautiful. Ardid. Let's go to gold and let's talk about what we're seeing here, because we went up, we pushed up further. We're now at around 1960, still at that same kind of resistance where we were initially talking about, roughly around that zone here. You know, the 1958, the 1959, the 1960, at the same level. But I think the best thing to do here is to simply just start at the daily chart here and to see what's going on, because at this current moment, you can see clearly that we have been bouncing here. This is actually, if you look on the 12th hour, then supply and demand is sometimes so beautiful. You see clearly that this particular area of supply or demand here was actually holding fantastically, like really, really perfect. All right, we came down. Let me draw the Fibonacci here real quick as well. And we came back to roughly the 62%. Okay, on the daily. Came back, beautiful curve, beautiful structure, beautiful breakout to the upside. News came out and we continued our rally to the upside further. So what now? What's happening next? Okay, well, first of all, the daily candle opened to created a bottom wick. So the first thing that I'm already looking for, and I mean, this is already the most important part for me right now, is the actual flip. Okay, what would be the place where we would flip our candle? So is it gonna be from green to red in this case? Okay, where do we then flip the previous body on the daily chart? That's the, let's see what we have, 1957. Let's just draw a level there. And we're just going to see when we zoom in a little bit if that makes sense eventually. All right, let's see how it goes. Usually it does here. You can already see, by the way, that it's a significant level to take consideration here. Look at that, look at that, look at that, and look at this right here. All right, holding support. My prime. We're gonna give it straight back to the fam. Thank you. Holding support here. Okay, so this is another important layer at this particular moment. So that flip would also mean we would automatically break support on the daily. Okay. Then the next layer, if I'm looking here, and I think the next layer of resistance is gonna be, and this is also important to mention, the 1971. I need to zoom in for this one, but we have our level here. Okay, which is the 1956. If you go to the 1 hourly, I would prefer to close actually below the 1955, you know, roughly below the previous low. Why below this previous low? Let me know in the chat, please. What is the reason why we're looking for potential a potential break there. We'd love to hear it from you guys. Thank you so much. We have news coming, right? Yesterday was extremely bullish. We came up already tremendously here. Are we going to push up again? That's the question. That's the true question of today here. And I think that's what we're ready for here. So another layer. Two things. What did we see here? And yes, the answer is correct. We said it first. Rajan. No lower wick, that's 1. Prime FX, number 2. Yes, both correctly. So number 1 is the high that created the low, right? Sorry, the low that created the high. So the highest point of this range was created by this low. So if this low gets broken and you close below it, you have a serious break of structure to the downside. Below it, there is not much happening. If you go to the 30-minute, I mean, we had that wick fill though, which is good. Wicks are connecting with each other, but there is definitely not much structure whatsoever within that gap. So once you break below, it could be a really nice continuation to the downside if you close below as well here. So if we close below this level, potentially looking for shorts here in my opinion. The high to put in the low with that massive expansion. If we continue our journey up, then I want to look at the following levels here and I want to zoom out a little bit. And let's see where we close the most bodies around this level here. Around this level here. All right, this is the... There we go. Actually pretty decent level if you look at it, if you close above here. Right there, the 1968, and then we have, yeah, a far ahead here. This one is right there, 1973. Okay, so yeah, if we break above the 1968, we have some room here until 1973, which is not not really a big move, but it's still 57 pips. Think about it; it's still a massive move if you look at it on the lower time frames here. So we can still look for a nice continuation, and then the next one is all the way back up to the 1983. So that's going to be a pretty big move here if you come up and continue your journey. So it's something like this. If you break above that level here, and if you break below, I think we can look for the continuation to the downside here. Then we have to look at the dollar. That's the thing that we use as well. So we use kind of like a combination now of supply and demand, combination with the correlation. So the dollar, what's the dollar doing, right? Is the dollar strong or weak? Is the dollar potentially turning around? This will have an impact on gold. So in this scenario, we see that the dollar is still extremely weak. And if we zoom out here, we go to the 3-daily chart, we see that we have that green box. And I think that we can come down here. I think that we can start testing that level here because there is not much happening. So there is still some more room to the downside, which could cause gold to hold here. Okay, to potentially hold in this level here. All right, it's still a stronger low. So let's see what happens if we tap into that zone and internally we create like a higher high. So let's say on the lower time frame we come down and we tap into this low. We shoot up and we break the high. We might be building up a lot of liquidity to the upside to then potentially look for a long here already on the lower time frame. So instead of waiting for the higher time frame, like the medium time frame, we look to potentially execute a long on the lower time frame based on the 1 hour on a 1 hour bounce and the weakness of the dollar. And I think that combination will be interesting for us here. And I think that the only thing that we need is what? Let me know. The only thing that we need is, let me see if somebody got it in the chat here. Let's see. We need one thing. We need one thing. T, our magic T, correct. Exactly, that's the only thing we need. T and some volume. Some volume. Yeah, we need some volume. That's what we need here. There is one layer though. And this is important. This previous candle on the 1 hour has no bottom wick. Okay? So I do not want to enter from this area of the month here. I would potentially enter from a break of structure to the upside. When we look at internal levels on the lower time frame, if you let's say break a higher on the 5 minute, I maybe look for the continuation to the upside. But longing from this area of the month is a bit risky in my opinion. Also the way we're building, and also of course no bottom wick below here. So no bottom wick could be a fill. Okay, so that means that we could wick down to fill up that wick and then move up or down from there. So I think that's an interesting one to mention. And let me do quickly an introduction here because yesterday we asked the people in the community. I think we gained over 250 people in our Discord yesterday. So that's some serious stuff. Let me ban myself real quick. Right there. Thank you. 250 people. So we asked if you could guys do some introductions as well to just get to you guys a little bit better and so on and so on. And also at the same time, see where you guys are usually a little bit struggling here. Actually, Stacy is already in community for a while. Thank you also. Really do appreciate it. But let's start with, let's see what we have. Summer Boy. My man, Mash, I think. Mash is the name. 21 years old, from Slovenia, currently unemployed. My only focus is trading at the moment. I put my student job on hold for this year. Passion is trading, workout, football, tennis. 7 months of trading. The trading strategy is intraday trading. 1 pair. Building my understanding based on the higher time frame narrative. The weekly, daily 4 hour. And the lower time frame location 1 hour, 15 minute and the 5 minute. Execution on the 1 minute time frame, aiming for a lower low as my hanging. Oh, aiming for a lower low hanging fruit. My bad. As my TP1, learning ICT concepts and trying to implement as good as I can. Plenty of room for progress. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. So intraday trading. What we're trying to do sometimes here on the stream is to turn scalps, into bigger positions. So if we are aligned in general with our setup overall, we can turn potentially a small trade into a bigger trade. We take some profits, we leave it running, and we continue, and we're trying to expand as much as possible from there and potentially turn it into a longer hold. That totally depends though on the trading pair and if it makes sense. But beautiful. I think intraday trading is also a great way to start out. So well done, my man. Welcome, and great to have you here. You're already in the V3. In a private group as well. That's great to see. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go to GJ, guys. Let's do all the introductions here. And then we can sit and wait here for the news to come. The open to happen. And to see where the volume kicks in here. So, for example, the British pound against the yen here. Overall, just by using a simple trend line, not making it too complicated here. We're still holding here right now at the moment. We're still bouncing off from this trend. We did come down here. I wanted to see a stronger break, but the moment we closed our daily, we immediately came back up again. I think we're just semi-bouncing from this trend in general. So I think this is just on the higher time frame, just still, smart to take consideration right now and to see what's happening from there. I think the majority of the resistance will be at the you could see it say now the 181.3. Okay, it's kind of that level in between here. Okay, which is kind of formed with lower highs. So resistance here, support here, resistance here, support here, potential resistance there. Let's just see how we react here. Okay, for GJ right now, I think that GJ is also at the same time holding in this smaller area of the month here. And if you go to the lower time frame, we have been coming down. We created a higher high. We created then a lower low, then a higher high, and then a higher low. So from that moment, we started to create that momentum. And we're already slowing down a little bit. So I don't think it's going to be extremely strong. So just take a consideration that we're going to face potentially a lot of resistance here on the lower time frames. And I think that we will have something around this level, exactly this level right here, which we call the, how do we call this, guys? Almost beautiful zone here. Love it. And this is the very area low. The point of control, yes. I have a video about it as well, explaining exactly how this works, why it's so important, and why you always will see, or like 90% of the time will see a reaction from that zone. Specifically, the bigger the range, the stronger it is. In this case scenario, you see already that at the value area low, you see that we're facing that resistance right now, that we already starting to struggle a little bit. But yeah, let's observe and see how the market opens up tonight and what the reaction will be. I think that's the most important part for GJ. And I think the last one, and that is the US30. US30 has been overall holding resistance here. Still below that initial level. We were talking about that the breakthrough. We eventually closed below here. We filled up that gap completely. Now we're kind of holding in this area of the month. We bounced from this zone perfectly. And you see now already that we're at the same time we start building that trend here again to the upside. We're actually following up with this bigger trend that we had already beforehand. So yeah, let's observe. Let's see how it goes. I think for now, I think there is something of a potential that we come up. We get rejected at that level and we start turning again. And I think this is definitely a possibility, but it all depends on the news here. Okay, the initial jobless claims, the PPI, is going to determine what it's going to do. So on the lower time frame, I think we have our level set for gold, especially. Nothing currently in any positions. Yesterday we were, but let's see how it goes. And let's see what happens from there. Yeah, it's amazing. It's also the point of control. The point of control is amazing. It's one of my favorite tools to look at volume, to understand volume better, and to get a hang of it. And especially for gold, volume is extremely important. And who knows what the total market cap of gold is, for example. Total market cap of gold. Let's see. Okay, I'll show you the total market cap of gold right now. The estimated, right? It's an estimation. Why? Because you never really truly know what the amount of supply is, actually, completely. But it's roughly around the $13 trillion. All right, $13 trillion. That's a lot of millions. I can tell you that. A lot of millions and a lot of billions as well here. Okay, so in order to move gold, what do you need in order to move price of gold significantly? For example, this was a 1.3% move here. Okay, let's bring in some perspective here. But you need billions and billions and billions of dollars to move the price of gold with 1%. I think that's an important perspective here. So, if we do take that in consideration, we need a lot of money in order to move price of gold here. So what tends to happen then is that you're gonna see you need huge sums of volume coming into the pair itself in terms of the liquidity in order to move price up. So this chart initially already, you could see it's already built up around the liquidity a lot. It's constantly building the liquidity. It's constantly expanding when that volume comes into the market. And gold has the necessity to range a lot and to shoot up, range, shoot down, range, shoot up, right? Over and over and over again. Shoot up, shoot down. The beautiful thing about that is that if that's the scenario, that you can really truly start analyzing these ranges with a tool, and that's called the fixed zone profile, and that measures the volume within that specific range. And volume can also equal, on a specific level, resistance, support, depending on where it's at, right? So if you see that expansion, you have a range, and you see it coming up, and you break out of that range, and you start consolidating again, you build a new range, then you can bounce from range to range to range to range. And that's the way where we're looking at a particular, a particular strategy here that we can sometimes implement here. And that works very well with horizontal support and resistance. It works very well with supply and demand. And for that reason, my suggestion is to go to my channel if you want to watch this video here. And I talk about that specific indicator with 8 trading examples for gold. And it's happening over and over and over again. So I think that's a beautiful way of looking at it. And we still use it sometimes. So if you need to use it, we will definitely use it. Adita says, Larissa created an account, deposited and completed the process for the Crypto VIP. Now waiting for access, can't wait. Amazing, brother. Amazing. This is super amazing. I am. Beautiful. Matthias is past the V3. Okay, gold is coming down. Gold is pushing down a little bit here. Let's see if we can take it to the downside. So, if we're gonna take a trade today, what are we gonna do today? What are the rules for today's session? What are we gonna do as a community right now in order to be fully prepared for when we take a trade today? What are the rules? What are the things that we're gonna do here? Let's see. Let's see. Prime FX again. My man, he's nailing it over and over again today. Amazing, beautiful, bro. We're gonna be patient. We're gonna be patient because we know exactly what our strategy is. Okay, we wait for closures on the 30-minute. Sometimes 15-minute, okay. But usually the 30-minute. Sometimes the 1 hour, depending on the structure and the timing in the market. That's the number one rule. We're gonna be patient. Once we close below, what are we looking for? I love it. Risk management for sure. Small lots, no FOMO, waiting on you for a trade. All right. Mama says full margin. A flip, yes sir. Okay, the next candle, what do we want to see? We want to see a flip happening here. Okay, for example, we saw it here. We waited for closure yesterday, but in the end, we saw that flip. We saw it happening. So closure was there. Okay, next candle came first down. The moment it came down, it came up, right? So again, just to clarify it for all the people that are watching that are new here, important to mention right here that we are looking at the following. Yeah, so what are we looking for here? There are two scenarios. So for example, we have that closure. I think that's important. So we closed to the upside and we got pushed down. So this was like a candle that we pushed up. Right there. Okay. So we had that closure here. Let's see if we can put it up. There we go. Let's do it. And then we have... There we go. We had our closure. The next candles opens up here. Okay. And what did it do first? First it came up. But then it started to come down. And what happened here? Okay, we started to push to the downside first. And that was the moment where we were red. At this specific moment here. The moment we were red, eventually we started to see that we were turning green, right? So we started to flip that previous body right there. And we started to turn green at this specific moment after that closure. So that's what you want to see. You want to see it coming down or up. You want to fill up that body at the previous candle as much as possible. And then you want to see that flip. That's where you can put your entry or a little bit above here. So the moment you see that flip and you see the body coming in, that's where you then take it to the upside. And that's where you then put your stop loss under the previous wick. Or if you want to play it safe, under the previous candle before that next candle opened up here. I think that's the most important part. I've seen this one playing out many times. And once it plays out, it's high probability. And that's why pretty much what we're doing here on stream is we're trying to trade the high probability setups. Okay. We want to win more than we lose. And we want to actually win much more than we lose. And I personally also do not like drawdown too much either. Sometimes you cannot prevent it. And if we lose a trade, it's part of the game. We will track everything. And then based on the over and while we have our kind of our end result here and we know exactly what to expect every single month and how we move forward from there. That's what it is. Some months are better than other months. Some months are extraordinary and are really, really crushing it. Well, we have proven ourselves already over the last years that we have been consistent and profitable on average over the last year. And I think that's, as a trader, is what matters the most here. It's not about short-term thinking. It's about like long-term, a lot of trades. What is the average you generate based upon the trades right there? So congratulations. That's what we're going to do, guys. Amazing. You guys know it. You guys know it. Dark Water said, stick to the rules, be patient, then play the gold song. That's also a good point. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I completely agree. What we need to do today, before we look at gold and while we look at gold here, is we need to look at the dollar a lot. We need to see what the dollar is doing, because the dollar is now coming down still. And we are at a very interesting spot. We're starting to lose volume for now. We expected this right here. We have no top wick now for the dollar on the 30-minute. Okay. We could see this flipping. So gold could push down here. Okay, just saying. Be aware of that. There we go. We're already starting to push up a little bit. The month is coming into play. Let's see if we can flip it green. Let's put an alert here real quick. Let's see. We will get an alert if that's the case. I think it could definitely happen here. Okay, on the 3 daily. We still have a little bit of room. We still have a little bit of room here to come down today. But let's see how far we can take it. Okay, this is important one. We have another one right there. This is where we aim right now. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna face some support soon for the dollar. Okay, and if we're gonna face support here, you might see something happening for gold today in this manner. I would not be surprised if we come up, test the 1966 or something in that manner, which is like the previous high-ish. So that's actually this area here, which we have not tested yet. Okay, this particular area of supply, and that we get rejected there. So I would actually not be surprised if we come up, get rejected, and turn around to and flip to the downside. But let's see. We will know. We need to volume in the market in order to give us an answer here. And I think that is what matters the most, especially when looking at the dollar right now here. Looks like green distribution play on gold. Your analysis on GJ is horrible. Okay, tell me how it is. Show me how it's done. Please, I'm willing to learn. BM Sport, let me know here. Let's go over it together. Would love to see your analysis. Let's see if you have the yen here. We can open the yen basket for you as well. Let's see what's going on there. Okay, it's a buy. Okay. Let's see. We have this particular zone here. I think this is an important zone to mention. On the yen, let's go to the 1 hour. There we go. We'll go to this particular body. Yen is consolidating at the moment. Okay. Let's see when we break this high and what happens with GJ. All right. Let's see. So let's set an alert there, and let's see what will happen if we come down here. We come up and we shoot up here. Let's keep a close eye on it. Okay. I assume that you were in a sell and that you closed it. Is that correct? Because I was looking at the especially at the medium time frame. Max says, good morning from Brazil. Good morning, my man. Good morning. Good morning from the other side of the world. Good morning from Bali, Indonesia. Far, far, far away from Brazil. I think it takes over 24 hours to get to Brazil. I believe so, roughly. I would truly want to go there. I've never been there. I would truly, truly want to go there. Appreciate the likes as well and all the support here from the community when somebody places an introduction. I think it's super important to, when somebody places something here, that they put in the work, they put in the effort to share something here because they want to be involved in the community and so on and so on. So it's amazing if you guys respond, you know, help each other out. It's perfect. You see, literally have people from all over the place here. We have people from Romania, India, Dubai, Slovakia, the UK, Slovenia. Let's see what else we have here. Congo, Uganda, USA. A lot of people from the UK and India, Ghana, Canada, and so on and so on and so on. I can keep going and going, going, going. Let me know where you guys are from. And let's see. I've been to a lot of countries, roughly, like I've been to some countries here and there. But there are definitely much more countries that I would love to see here. Austria, beautiful. I've been skiing in Austria. It was nice. I love it. I love it. Malaysia. I've been to Kuala Lumpur one time. Couple days. It was nice. India, I would love to go there. I've never been there. South Africa as well. I've never been there. Cape Town would be nice. That's beautiful. Morocco. Nepal, the Philippines, Thailand. France. What do you think about US oil? We will look at it in a second here. Good idea, good idea. Let's do it. Ardemata, Albania. Optimus says, did I hear Slovenia? Wish for Slovenia. That's amazing. Make some friends here. We had a couple guys meeting each other in the UK. So there were a couple guys that met each other in the community and now are meeting up in real life. That's actually super interesting. I think that's where a community is for. In case you want to meet some other people that are interested in trading as well. Maybe we don't have that much people to talk to in regards to trading. At least when I started out, I didn't have many people to talk to about trading. My man Prime, welcome. Thank you, but we'll give it back to the community today. We're going to do a little giveaway today. So we're already at like 280 likes right now. That's absolutely crazy. The crazy part today is yesterday we reached the 1.1 thousand likes. That was, I think, a record on our channel here. 1.1 thousand here. So let's see if we can reach the the 1,000 likes again today. That will be an absolute goal here that we can achieve together. And let's break the record. Let's do it. Break the record here. 1,300 people, 1,000 likes, 250 people in our community. In my opinion, that's what matters. This is truly what matters the most here. This is absolutely what we're doing it for. Let's see what's happening in the lounge. The lounge is packed. It's absolutely packed here. How many people are streaming? 3 people are streaming here. Let's see what they're doing real quick. By the way, you guys can join as well. Join our Discord. Become part of our beautiful community here. Have a conversation. They're looking at gold right now in the lower time frame. Gross FX is doing actually pretty well. He's a pretty solid trader, if I may tell you guys here. He have been doing very well. Building that trend right now, breaking out. Took out the previous lows. Holding this, I think, area of the month here at the 62%. Creating a double bottom though. So that's what we have to be careful about. But again, you guys can join any given moment, any given time here. Join our community. Sometimes I'm in there as well. Let's see if the guys are active. They're active. All right, let's see. Let's put them out real quick. Love it. I'm going to head into the Limitless V3 Lounge, by the way. I'm going to do this right now. So if you are in the V3 and you want to talk with me right now live here on stream, you can join. Join the Limitless V3 Lounge. You need to be a V3 member, though, in order to get there with this our VIP group. But get in there, get into the V3 Lounge, and we talk about it here in a second. And we putting it up here. Let's have a little conversation. It would be nice. That would be amazing. There we go. There we go. Okay, what's happening, man? Who do we got here? My man Cam?
Hello, Lorenzo. How are you?
Hey, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, great.
Beautiful, beautiful. Let's make it a beautiful stream. What do you think will happen here with the dollar? What do you think potentially can happen today? What would you like to see?
Potentially, the dollar might go down even more.
Yeah.
Since the news, the sentiment is currently more bearish for the dollar. You can see that the even price action is very steep.
Yeah.
Towards the downside. So basically, a more bearish sentiment for the dollar, at least at around maybe the most at 99.4.
Yeah.
That area till this area.
Yes.
And then from there we'll see maybe a correction to the upside.
99.4. That's exactly the level that we were looking at. That's right.
Yeah,
here.
you can see that in the daily on the right side, on the left side.
Yeah.
There's like a zone of that's ranging, a small ranging zone.
Yeah, right here.
Which from there you can see a rejection.
Yeah.
The upside.
A bounce from there. Exactly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Basically.
Yeah, I love it, man. I think I actually completely agree. I think that we can make a little bit move to the downside. The question is, when the dollar is coming down, like how is gold reacting to that? So how fast is gold moving up?
I have basically two setups for gold in that way. Mm-hmm. One setup, you can see that gold made a double bottom there, but
yeah,
in my personal view, of course, it's like it's maybe some sort of manipulation inducement.
Yeah.
So it might from there go down even more. It can either take both the liquidity there and react to the FEG below it and then go up, or it can even take the liquidity that's even lower to the left. You can see that there's a double bottom.
Yeah.
In the 5 minute.
Exactly.
And from there maybe go up. At most maximum, it will take the liquidity that's even to the left side of it.
Yeah.
And then from there, because there is also a point of control that a bit below it, there's a point of control that I've marked from wait. I've marked it in the 1 hour time frame. around 1955.
Yeah. 1955, yeah.
So basically, it broke the point of control to the upside, but it can go maybe down and then from there go up again. That's the most case. That's like maximum.
Yeah, exactly. And if you look on the 1 hour, like you said, that where you're talking about the double bottom, that's exactly where, if you look on the 1 hour, is there no wick. So there is like no bottom wick as well. So the 1 hour
That's true.
Yeah, so it's the perfect combination. On the lower time frame, it's just a double bottom, like equal lows. On the 1 hour, it's a no bottom wick. So yeah, it could mean that there is some sell-side liquidity there that they want to take as well. But
so personally, I'm taking more sentiment that it will break those double bottom below, and from there maybe we can see long side regarding the news.
Yeah, so far we're still holding. We're still holding in that zone right here on the 1 hour as well. If you look at it.
Like personally, like I can see on your stream that you marked that if it closes below there, that you would look for sells.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, it might be like only a liquidity grab from there to the upside. But anything can happen, man.
Yeah, it depends on what the time frame we're talking about the closure. So
that's true.
If it's on the lower time frame, you know, that could easily just be a closure, a body closure. But on the 30-minute or the 1 hour, it can just be a wick fill, like a come down, wicks out, and then comes up. If it's a 1 hour closure, I'm much more confident about looking for sales.
I agree with you. I agree.
Anyways, we need to break out of that range. That's either up or down, and I think that's the most important part. But yeah, let's see, man. Let's see the dollar flip now. Like we were talking about, the dollar had no top wick, and now it's flipping and pushing up here. So yeah, let's see.
Yep.
Gold is not reacting to it, so I think we have to wait, and I think we're gonna wait for the volume to kick in later on here. So we have 10 more minutes for the New York Open, and then another 30 minutes for the news. I think that's gonna be the highlight of the day here. So based around news events, guys, I think the most important part here is to just be extra patient around, especially news in general. When you are experiencing news, there is like always a inconsistent amount of volume. So that means that there is a lot of volume coming into the market out of nowhere. Of course, you know when, why, because of the news. But then it drops quite heavily. So the question is, okay, there is not much volume before, a lot of volume after or during, not much volume after. So you want to kind of find that sweet spot when entering the market here and taking advantage of that. But you need to be patient in regards to the inconsistency of volume. It's much easier when the market is very consistent and when there is not much news happening, because then each breakout there is like a higher chance that we will not fake out and that kind of stuff as well. So we have to always take consideration that whenever we're trading around a news event, we just need to be extra aware when executing and when looking for closures and timing. I think that's the most important part here. Let me know if you guys what is your experience so far with like news trading in general? I would love to know that from the community here. How have you guys been doing overall when trading news? And what did you find different between news events and non-news related days, just the regular days? And let's see. If it cannot close without having a wick, that means 50-50 will continue to drop or up. Usually for 1 hour candles, it's definitely a high. It's definitely an important confluence you have to take consideration. Yeah, 30-minute, 1 hour, especially the 1 hour. So the higher the time frame, the more important it actually is. Rather than trade news, lack of experience in my first year. We have Swen. He says it's like gambling. Shipley says always trading 20 minutes after the big news. So 20 minutes after. Ivy says if you're in a swing trade, news don't really affect your trade. It just takes a little longer to be back on track again. Yeah, absolutely. If you get in at the right time. Clamari says best to trade after red folder news is released. Yeah, so who likes to trade before and who likes to trade after the news here? I think that's the better question to ask as well. Who usually trades before and who usually trades after? There we go. Both. All right. Richie says both. Nick says both. K4Dex is after. We have Assad said. He says before. Where the setup occurs at the comfortable distance away from the news impact. Places is after, more predictable. I do like after as well, personally. What's the round number? Mean? Sorry, the round number level. I'm not sure what you mean, bro. That's a round number. If the sellers present before news, I would enter, but with smaller risk. Yeah, so if there is like a really good example when there is just so much liquidity built up on the lower time frame and you see it like perfectly building, then yeah, I'm tempted to take a trade here, but it doesn't happen that much. When it does happen though, I do like it. I do like it sometimes, but it happens rarely. It happens once in a while with the NFP. I see it happening during the NFP a lot. FOMC, not really. CPI sometimes as well. So yes. Absolutely. So 4 minutes. 4 minutes till the New York Open here. Let's see if we're gonna see a little bit of increase in volume during that time. Let's see if that's a possibility here. GJ has been now consolidating. Let's see if we're going to see some sort of breakout happening, either up or down. Luis says, could you do this trading and streaming just with your laptop from South Africa? I think it's possible. I think it should be possible. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It depends on your internet connection. I mean, I had some difficulties in Bali, man, with our internet. So I moved to a new place. And yeah, now I finally installed the best possible internet in Bali. Possible. And it's just good enough for the stream. It's good enough for the stream. But it still has some issues here and there. So yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, internet for the stream is super important, of course. If you want to be able to stream, trade, and execute, and like everything needs to happen fast. You need something, you need a good internet connection. I'm very curious what I'm going to do if I'm going to travel a little bit. I'm going to stream, you know, of course, on the road, which I'm still going to do. I need to think about a certain setup of the way or like how I can bring it, camera, whatever, a laptop, whatever it is. Whatever it is. Man, I show you how you love how you show the live account and all live trades. Yeah, so yeah, we're building our portfolio here. Indeed, during the New York session, I trade London sometimes as well, though. I do trade London sometimes as well. Lorenzo, okay, check oil. Yes, you were asking it before, correct? Thank you, but I will do it. I will do it right now. Let's do it. Let's go over oil real quick. One more minute till the news, or not till the news, but 1 more minute till the New York Open here. Let's see if we see some volume. 1 hour closure. Let's look at the dollar index. Let's see what the dollar is doing. Okay, I love consolidation at the moment. Facing off resistance at the moment. What is the high? Let's go to the 4 hour. Okay, we had an alert set here. I already had an alert set, indeed. Around that zone. Yeah, we're gonna reject it at this high. Facing resistance at this high, that placed this low. Massive expansion there, of course. That was the final high before we created low. So you are gonna face some serious resistance right here. Around this level right now. Okay, because we had this expansion. This last expansion before a massive sell-off. And that was a really, really big sell-off if you look at it for oil in a very quick period of time. Of 15%, roughly. 15% move to the downside here. So that high is a very important high right now. We're back at that high. We took out previous highs here. So we're seeing that we're facing that particular resistance right now at this particular moment as well. It is a very interesting pair to look at, to be honest. When looking at the charts right now, it is absolutely very interesting pair. I have to agree here. It looks very, very good. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yes, same here. The lows of that level. Anything below the 75.463, I would look at. If we continue if we actually gonna come down right now, if we're gonna see a little pullback here. Overall, you see that we're already, starting to form right now. A lot of liquidity, some weakness right here. We have the gap below as well. Definitely something that you can take consideration here. So, yeah, oil potential breakthrough. If you break the lows here, there is definitely some more potential. But we need the same amount of volume happening as well here. This is also an important low at the 75. I think a psychological level for oil especially. Yeah, let's see if you can do something like that. Yeah, keep a close eye on this one. Very good point. Thank you for asking. Prime FX, can you see my screen in Discord? I need to check it out. I think you are now. Yeah, you are here. I think so. No? Not working? Okay. Alright. Okay, I think you need to do a couple of things, a couple of tweaks here and there in order to make it happen here. But the beautiful thing about Discord is that anyone can stream their own setups in there. And you can hop from setup to setup to setup, from stream to stream to stream. And that's the beautiful thing about Discord here. So, that's why we're building the Limitless Lounge. So when we're not live and when, for example, we don't have a trade on the live stream, but it happens after, which happens sometimes, and happened before, we just go now to the Limitless Lounge and we just execute there. So that's a beautiful thing. In case we have a late night emergency and we need to execute a trade, then we know where to do it. Now, my Forex Funds, FTMO and TFT, are both having unlimited trading days for challenges. That's exactly what we were talking about before. Who remembers that? Who remembers what I was talking about here in regards to the prop firms? Let's see if you guys paid some attention here. We have talked about it. We have talked about what's happening right now. They're all doing it. The competition is getting fierce right now. In order for them to, of course, analyze they understand that a lot of other prop firms right now are removing that function of time limits, and therefore right now you see that the fact that there are now no time limits are actually much better for traders. So traders rather go to prop firms where there is no time limit, and it makes a lot of sense here. So that's what's happening right now. They see now that, oh wow, this guy's doing it, this guy's doing it. At some point, they need to follow up here. However, there is still another layer, which is like a 1 phase or 2 phase, and I think this will be the next one. And a 1 or 2 phaser. So that means that you can choose to be between a 1 phase, you can choose between a 2 phase, while having no time limit. So it will only get better and better. I think the prop firms are getting more established, therefore they have more room for you as well. So I think the industry is getting better now because of that. The more competitive it gets on the free market, the better it actually is in this scenario. Yeah, oil looks actually, I like oil. I like what we're seeing here. I have to lie, I do like it. I do like it. So when I started trading, I always had the need, and I don't know what it was, but I always had the need to execute a trade now. When I was trading, I wanted to execute a trade now. And then whenever I couldn't find a setup, I was like, oh, this is not a strategy today. I need to use another strategy. And then I started to look at potential setup of another strategy. And then that first strategy was playing out or suddenly came up here. So I was trading multiple strategies and I wanted to trade now. And that trading now is the worst thing that in my personal trading experience when I started out as a trader, actually happened. I think that was, trust me, that was for me such a killer, man. Wow. I don't know what it was. It's just like I come to the computer, right? I wake up, I'm excited to trade, and I somehow have the urge from deep inside that I have to press the button right now. I can't wait. Like I need to go long or short. I need to do something. And I think that after a while, after a long period of time, actually, I started to, make sure that I could easily, divide. Be more patient, be more calm, wait for the right moment, wait for the execution. And it helped me tremendously over time. So if you recognize it, I feel you. It's not easy, but it's super important for you to overcome it if you have the right strategy here. Of course, you need to know what your strategy is and what you're trading, but even then, even sometimes when you know your strategy, you know how to trade, you know what you're looking for, yet you're still pressing that button. So the question is, why do you do that? And it's a matter of time. This is why my win rate has improved since using your closure and candle flip entry. That was for me a game changer. Absolutely. Closures number 1, depending on the time frame. And then the flip of the candle indeed. Yeah, press a W for patience in the chat already, because this is what we're going to be today. If the setup plays out, it plays out. We know exactly how to execute. And if we then end up with profits, man, that's the best feeling in the world, alright? The fact that you have followed the rules. The fact that you truly waited for the right moment. You executed your position and you made money. When you're not doing that and you're not following the rules, and when you're kind of like, you know, half into it and you're like executing and you make money, you are maybe satisfied, but are you truly fulfilled? Are you truly fulfilled? That's the question. I think your body knows when it was luck, or your body knows when it was kind of like not 100% with conscious, like 100% conscious decision. So that's what we're doing here. It's so much more worth it to wait for the right moment, to wait for the closure and act as a sniper and execute, get in, get out. And if we see more potential, we hold our position a bit longer and we see from there. Vicky, can't remember we said this, but the worst thing that can happen to you as a trader is that you break your rules and win. And that's couldn't be more accurate. Absolutely. I completely agree. If you win and you break your rules, but you still win, you're actually, you know what you're actually doing? You are actually rewarding yourself for making a mistake in some way. And that's how the market gets you. They let you believe that making mistakes is a good thing, and it is a good thing. In some ways, you learn from every trade you take. But the market trying to, you know, give you some money. Here, congratulations, good job. Good job. Here you go. Hey, do it a couple more times. And then at some point the market is like, you know what? It is time. Get in. And it's done. It's done. My biggest trading mistake ever was dollar cost averaging on the top. Oh man, that was one mess up. Dollar cost averaging, over leveraging on the top of a weekly range. That's how bad I was. That's how bad I was. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Do you follow ICT concepts? I use a couple of definitely. I like ICT in some ways, a lot of ways actually. So I use a lot of his methods, but I use horizontal support as well, support and resist as well. All the prop firms will have no time limit pretty soon. Yes, we're heading into that transition. This is a good thing for you guys. This is amazing. Because trading should not be... Trading and time pressure, these things are not going together. It doesn't make any sense. So, no time limit. That's how it should be. I think we're finally getting there. So this is... I'm very, very happy with this. Sooner or later, I'm gonna... really start diving deep into the prop firms and start seeing which one is the best as well. Do you do any long-term investments, Lorenzo? Just curious. So what we are trying to do here, well, long-term investments is one thing. I'm more into crypto, the crypto side, the Bitcoin side of it. But in terms of investments, what we like to do is we like to look at the world. What is happening in the world? What's going on? And based on something that happens, we sometimes will take action. So if we have to do something, and if we think that something pops up because something happens in the world from a like geopolitical standpoint, then we might take some action here. Ambient Joseph has had also a problem with time limit, and that puts pressure on me. Now there is no time limit and I can slowly make my back bigger without rushing. There we go. There we go. It's not the end of all, right? It's not like the secret sauce or something like that, but it's definitely good. Because if it was the solution for your trading mistakes or in general your trading career, then that would solve everything. But that's not the case. Because usually when you have a funded account, you have no time limit as well, right? And yet, still a lot of people lose their funded account. So it's a good start though. It's a good start. It makes it much harder to pass a challenge when there is a time limit. And the beautiful thing about it is though, or actually the crazy thing about it is, if you look at the calendar here, okay? What they say is 30 days, right? You get 30 days. But think about this, right? 30 days, right? Okay. Well, you have Saturday, you have Sunday, okay? So that's already like what? 10 days less on average. 8 days less, yeah, obviously. Then you also have news events. Things that you cannot trade sometimes, or sometimes news events that you don't like. Sometimes there is no volume in the market. Sometimes the market does nothing, like all day long. So let's remove a couple days again. All right, now you're at 10 days or even 15 days. So in essence, if you really look at it and you have like a 30-day period, you have like, what, 2 weeks to pass your challenge. Maybe 2-3 trading weeks to pass your challenge. That's it. You could remove 1 full week of trading. So it's actually not a month. It's much less than a month. So the fact that they're removing it is a very, very good thing. So big win for the prop firms right now. That's why going for skills, building a skill set, guys, right now, rather than, you know, trying to flip your $10 account into a $1,000 account. If you can make 5% a month, you're done. 5% a month, you're done. And you can leave your job eventually. If you have a job right now, prop firms are in a lot of ways very, very good because they help you become potentially independent if you are a good, solid trader and can provide them with real, consistent results. Doesn't have to be crazy results, right? You don't have to aim for the 10% a month. You can also aim for 2% a month. If you're trading a couple $100,000 account, then the 2% is a very good amount of money. Okay, we have not really a reaction here during the New York Open. The New York Stock Exchange Open will probably be the New York Stock Exchange will probably be more increase of volume, but in 15 minutes we're gonna find out here. Oil is looking interesting here, so I'm gonna set an alert right there at 75 because we are facing serious resistance right now, and we have that beautiful gap below. And kind of this is the low that I really want to take out. This is the first line. This is the first sign. This is the second row. If you take out both lows, I think there is a big chance we can come down to this range for oil. For gold, we just talked about it indeed. Let's see how we develop here and if you get rejected around this zone. Or if you just shoot through it and we can find above the 1967 and see, or 1968 and see from there. But is 10% a month realistic for an average trader? It depends on the risk. It depends on your strategy. There are many variables. Many variables. It is possible for sure. But I think that 5% with like really solid risk management, playing it really safe, like you know, making sure that your account is secured, building up your portfolio and so on and so on. I think that 5% is actually very, very nice. If you make 5% on a $100,000 account, you make $4,000 a month net profit. If you look at the payout for, if you get like 80% commission. The risk reward is amazing though. So if you also get your refundable fee back, right? If it's refundable, then it's even better. How do I find oil on MetaTrader? It can be US oil. It can be called WTI. It can be called crude. You have to find it out. Yeah. What happens to gold if the PPI increases or decreases? So in case of a higher than expected forecast, okay, this is usually not good for the dollar. So this is good for gold. So if it's green, I would say potentially good for gold. If it's red, potentially not good for gold. It could be that the initial jobless claims is red and the PPI is green, okay? So that could also work against each other because it's at the same time. So yeah, what we're gonna just do is we're gonna wait for a reaction and we trade up on the reaction of the trade here, of the expansion. Love it. There is something I have. I have some habits though. And that is like, I need to drink tea. And I don't know why that is, but that's a habit right now. I need to drink tea during trading. It helps me calm down and make more rational decisions. Because I have something else to do. It's kind of like, oh, I have my tea or I have my whatever, my drink, right? My tea in this case. So therefore, I can get into the charts. I can deeper into my charts. That's my way of staying focused a little bit more. Yes, gold is going up. Gold is going up before the news. Okay, do take that into consideration. So on the 1 minute, we see an expansion right now. A 1 minute expansion without a bottom wick, but it's a 1 minute. Serious expansion to the upside here. Okay. On the 1 minute, and now we're coming down. Let's see if we can continue our journey. I think what we're doing here is we're taking the liquidity already beforehand right now. The liquidity was built up before here. So when the news comes out, is there a chance of a flip? Is there a possibility of a flip here? Let's see. Let's just set up a poll right now of gold here for the fam. Like we always do. It's nice to track it. Gold up or down. And let's see what you guys are saying here. Would love to know. We have 800 or 937 people watching. Gold up or down? Place your vote here. Yesterday we had like 500 votes in like 2 minutes. It was really crazy. Very curious what you guys think here. Just in general. Up or down? Could be both. Some people are very bullish. I think we're gonna see mixed results here, but let's see. Have you taken a trade? No, we're waiting patiently for our execution. We're waiting for the expansion, and we will take a trade based upon the reaction today, which is in like 8 minutes. 200 votes so far. Keep them coming, guys. I need more votes here. I want to see what the average will be, and do it for yourself. Make your own decision here. All right. Make your own decision. Let's see where it can come from. Do your own analysis. See what you think. Not what somebody else thinks. What do you think potentially can happen here? Hey Lorenzo, appreciate your work so much, man. Would love your opinion on this. EU50. Reaching area of supply, forming 5x top on 4-hour daily. Okay, we'll look at it in a second here, okay? After the news, if you don't mind. If you don't mind here. If we look at the EU 50. Please remind me, my man. It would be amazing. Thank you, Dr. Finbar. Thank you. Okay, we have 300 votes. 41% is up. 60% is down. Okay, let's compare this with the following. The current MyFX book. Sentiment, okay? So we have our community sentiment right now. Let's see what the overall sentiment is of MyFX book right here. We're looking at the gold trend here. Let's see what we have. We have EURUSD, 94% short. That is absolutely wild. 94% short. That is crazy. Wow. We have gold. Where's gold? Gold is right now 76% short, okay? So the FAM is right now 43% up, 57% down. The trade is here with a total volume of roughly 2,000 lots, 2,100 lots of roughly 11,000 positions. 76% is short, 24% is long at this particular moment. Also quite crazy. So a lot of people are short for gold right now. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. We're gonna see what the reaction will be. We have our level set. This is a strong area of supply here. If we break through it, this is a nice area to look at. The 1968. If we come down, definitely the 1955. Why? Because this is the high they put in the low. So this is the high, and this is the low. This is the highest point in the in this range, and this is the low that put in the high. So we need to break that low. Five more minutes. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Let's get it going. 750. We're gonna reach 31,000 today. That's gonna be incredible. Let's go. Let's see what we're having here. We have a nice uptrend, followed by a bullish continuation. Three minutes left. 3 minutes and 40 seconds. All right, rejection so far right now. We have a rejection here on the 1 minute. Like lower time frame here. We're waiting for that closure below. We have no bottom wick below. Do take that in consideration. There is no bottom wick on the 1 hour. There is no bottom wick on the 30 minute. And there are equal lows on the lower time frame. Right here. Okay? We could easily take out these lows. I'm just saying, we could easily take out these lows, but you never ever know when there is a news release here. So 2 more minutes and 50 seconds left. We have our votes. It's coming closer, but it's still 57% is down, 43% is up. And we have the sentiment here of roughly 76% short. The average short price is at 1,896. Do take that in consideration. How many people are trapped here? Look at that. 6,400 pips in the minus on average. 145 pips up here. So, wow. That is significant. That is significant. Okay, the yen is flipping up. So, GJ is coming down. GJ is coming down, I think. Yeah, GJ is coming down. GJ broke up and it came down. Yeah, okay. We broke out of that range. I think we looked at the different GJ here. Let me see. Okay, 1 minute left. 1 minute 30 seconds. Let's see what's gonna happen today. And keep a close eye on oil as well. Look at oil. Okay, we have an alert set on oil at 75. If we close below here, we can take it down. We can come down here. We can look for continuation to the downside. Oil is very interesting on the higher time frame right now. Okay, so if you look on the higher time frame, we are in an 8 hour, I believe it's an 8 hour, yes, 8 hour resistance right here. We crashed 15% down. Okay, do take that in consideration. So we're almost there. And keep a close eye on oil as well when we break that level. 30 seconds left. Let's see. 57% of you guys is down. 43% of you guys is up. I'm very curious to see what the PPI will do as well, by the way. You know, both, not just the initial jobless claims, but also the PPI here. What's going to happen? Are we going to go up? Are we going to come down? In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We came down at first. We're pushing up. Oil not moving that much. We're going to see more happening during the New York Stock Exchange Open. Okay, we're moving up here. What's the news release here? Okay, we have the PPI at 0.1% minus. We have initial jobless claims positive. So there is one positive and one negative. I think they're both equally important here. So disappointing when it's not happening. However, we are kind of suppressed. Okay, we're holding. One is pushing up, one is pushing down here. We're kind of in the middle. Not as much as we expected, but that's what we said. When there are multiple things coming out here, one could be bullish, one could be more on the bearish side for the dollar, and therefore automatically, you know, you will see that contrast here of price pushing up and down right now in the middle. So let's see if the volume later will increase now a little bit. If you're going to see at least some more volume after this first initial 5-minute reaction here. Hey bro, I think Fibonacci might be a scam, just my opinion. Hope your account is okay. No, Fibonacci definitely not a scam. All right, we're pushing. This is what we wanted to see here, okay? In this case, we were talking about that wick. We have taken out the lows though. We have taken out the lows here. You see, we had equal lows below. These equal lows are taken out here. We wicked below it. We took out the previous lows right now. Okay, so let's wait for closure and see where we go for. But we're starting to push after taking out the highs first. So the highs are taken out right here. All the liquidity has been taken out above the previous high in that range. Now it's about the closure below. Are we going to close below? We will find out here. Let's see what the dollar is doing. GJ rushed up, came down, tapped into the zone, rushed up. Oil not doing much for now. So let's wait for oil to do something later. Dollar pushing up a little bit. Good solid break to the upside here. Let's see how we close here. We have broken above the first level at 100. Second level is right there, 100.3. Third level is right there, 100.36, which is a little bit higher. And then our next layer is all the way up at the lows here. So that is 100.5. So let's see how we close here. Good reaction so far. Lows and then the highs for gold, the highs, then the lows. So if we see a closure below this level, a body below, we're looking for shorts here. I told you GJ is a buy. Yeah, we were talking about GJ being still in this uptrend right here. Overall. Holding right in that level here. Congratulations, congratulations. 26 minutes left, I think, for now. Wait for that closure. Let's see if we can do something on the 15-minute, but I think we're going to push it. Look at how we're starting to push down. Look at the potential it has here to come down towards the 1940. Okay. If we break this level as well here at the 1954, this is a fantastic level to break as well. The lower we can get it right now, the better it's going to be for us if we're going to look for continuation to the downside. Wait for retracement or enter after closure. Enter after closure. So what we're doing for is the candlestick confirmation, right? So you have one closure, you wait for the next candle to come up first and to then flip, and then we're going in sells. So we wait for the closure, we go up and we go down, and we go for sells from there. So 57% sat down here, and we had around 500 votes. So thank you for sharing. Let's see if we can actually close below here. That will be that's the most important part. Actually seeing a closure below to potentially look for the continuation here. This is perfect. If we can close around this level, like roughly around the 1954 body, full body, then it is fantastic. That's what you want to see. Not too much here, you know, not too far away. Just around there would be perfect, but you never know. Let's see where we can close it. Is this good or bad news, Lorenzo? Well, for the economy itself right now, when looking at the overall news of the initial jobless claim, this is actually good. Less people unemployed in the labor force, so that's a good thing. In regards to the PPI itself, you know, less is usually not good here. Especially because it's lower than the forecast as well. How much would you risk on gold if you short now? Around $2,500–3,000. So like 5%, 0.5%. Look at the dollar going up. Dollar is pushing multiple highs right now. Dollar is doing its thing here. We had the first closure. Now we're pushing up again. We came down, we're pushing further. Let's see when we're starting to cool down a little bit, slow down a little bit in regards to volume. In essence, right now we are at a pretty strong low, so we need to see if we can close here. But eventually, what it matters the most is the 15-minute. The 15-minute closure above here is a good start. Is a good start. So let me ask you guys a question in regards to the first pair. Do you guys remember what the first strategy was you used? The first strategy you ever used when trading? Not the first trade that you took, but the first strategy you used when you started to get familiar in the market. For me personally, when I started out, it was a RSI, the relatively strength index, or an RSI divergence with a moving average trade, so on the 1 hour. So I traded intraday 50, 200 cross with an RSI divergence, and that actually worked quite well. The only thing about it is that you have to be very, very patient, and like I said before, I was not patient enough. So it's like I started to go to the lower time frame, started to do the same thing, didn't work, you name it. On the 1 hour, it did though. On the 1 hour, when the cross played out, it usually had a very good risk reward in combination with the RSI. All right, we're coming down seriously right now. So this is what you want to see. Around this level is good if you can close the body right here. So yesterday we reached 1,100 likes. Today we're at 550 likes already. We're just getting warmed up. We're at 550 likes already. I don't know what's going on. But that's wild. That's really, really good. So appreciate you guys. Thank you. Dollar's dropping, so there will be a comeback for gold. Yeah, so that's why it's all about this next closure. And that's the closure we are waiting for here. Okay, Sama says support and resistance and price action. Glazer says MACD and EMAs. The MACD is also one that a lot of people start with. Me too. I used the MACD as well. Banger RSI, a moving average, support and resistance 15 minute. Aditya says my first support and resistance. Wash says just drawing fibs on crypto with 100x on Binance and then in a big loss. Stock RSI and support resistance on the 4 hour. So in regards to crypto 100x, this is super interesting right now. We're seeing the market shooting up at this specific moment. A little bit, right? Is that what's happening? Okay. We have our team always ready, analyzing the market on the side as well. So that's why we're also looking at crypto, of course. And the way we look at the market, they're keeping always a close eye on it right now. We're seeing, okay, no, we're actually seeing the market holding up here quite well. So the Tether dominance came down. So the market's probably holding up here. But I think we're going to face some support. So that means the market could come down a little bit. When looking at the chart here, bouncing from this level right now. Total one, let's see what's happening here. Total one is the total market cap is potentially coming down here. So it means that the market could potentially come down a little bit. when looking at the Bitcoin chart. So let's see what's going on here with Bitcoin. We're waiting for the closure. Gold is coming up right now. We have 15 minutes left. The question is, where are we going to close? Are we going to close above this level? Or are we going to close below this level? Which is the 1954. The 1954.5, preferably. If we can close below it, we're looking for shorts. If you're seeing a flip, we will see from there. We will see from there. So yeah, Bitcoin did what it did yesterday. It came up and it then came down. And now it's coming up. And now you see the resistance here a little bit. So it was actually perfectly called yesterday when we look at Bitcoin. When we looked at this zone, we expected price to move up, get rejected here, and to come down. We're seeing though that we're already internally holding up right now and that we're pushing up like this again. So I think our Litecoin trade, we're in a long right now. I think that's it's time to close your position very shortly. Let me look on my phone real quick. But yeah, let's give it a go. We also have our beautiful, beautiful short here. I think we have a signal right now open in our community here. And we have literally a short signal coming up. In a second here where you can see our positioning. We're placing our signals right in this group here. So let me ask you guys a question real quick. I think this is also important to mention. Let's imagine that crypto would blow up through the roof. The volume would come back into the market. And you know that Forex traders usually are better crypto traders than crypto traders are crypto traders. And I know this from previous experience here. If that's the case and crypto will blow up, would you guys potentially trade crypto or go dive deeper into crypto when there is more money to be made there? Sure, of course, David. Dark water, of course. More money to be made also means more money to lose. So no, stick with what you know. Sure, I just struggle to understand it, but I do want to learn. The problem with crypto is there's a lot of unpredictable moves in the big players. Well, let me put it this way. If I would provide you with a strategy that you can use for when the community comes back, when the volume comes back into the market, when everything runs up, which works extremely well, would you give it a try? Free of charge, obviously. That's what I mean. And that's why I personally believe that we're going to see some big moves happening in crypto. I think we're going to make big moves like sooner or later. It's going to happen. If you look at the overall chart of Bitcoin right now, we are looking for a breakout and we are at the wall of China, we call it. This is like the wall of China, all right? If you break through this wall of China, you know what's going to happen? My aunt is going to call me and she's going to say, hey, Lorenzo, do you know about this dog coin? I've bought this like Pepe, this frog coin as well. I heard about it, the potential of it. Well, if you see that this is going to happen and you're not aware of the strategy you're going to trade yet, you are too late. So you want to be there beforehand. And that's already the reason why I'm partially created a group in our community that you can join for free, where I created a course explaining a strategy where I provide the guys with signals already to test it out, where I talk about, for example, the exchange, the way it works, all the differences between Forex and crypto, and why crypto is very trackable overall. That's the reason why I created it. And that's why we're growing this community right now. And the best way to create and to learn is to make people win. And by making people win, they can get more interested in it. This is just the reality. That's just the way it works. So that's why we're helping people win. We're helping people understand the strategy. And that's what you can do. So if you want to get access to that, You can follow a couple of instructions. You click on the link, you sign up with one of our exchanges, you place a deposit of $100 on that account. And you can use this money to trade with. And follow our signals right there. And at the same time learn from the strategy that we're looking at, which is our course. And then you fill in the information, get VIP access, and I grant you access within 6 to 12 hours. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But you will be granted access if you have followed the instructions right here. The goal is to make money and at the same time be prepared for something that's coming. And in case something happens, you have a plan B. You have something to look out for. And I think that's important as a trader. And it's actually in a lot of ways very similar to Forex. Just there are a couple of tweaks that you need. A couple of other things you have to take in consideration. Ten more minutes left for this closure. Right now, we are coming up. We're trying to push up here, but I think the last minute, you will see it. The last 10 minutes right now of this hourly candle closure, you're going to see some really volatile moves up and down. And based on the closure, we know what to look out for. Just crypto, just long trades, but more money. No, it's long, short, the same. With leverage, the same. Same as MetaTrader, pretty much. But you don't have any spread, okay? You don't pay for spreads. There is no spread. You pay commission. Not upfront commission, always, but depends on the amount of money. So it's not a standard fee. But I have a whole tutorial about this as well, explaining exactly how that works. So you can find it there. Otherwise, what do you think of all the trading bots and EAs advertised around Instagram? Do you think they're all legit? I mean, some of them I think are decent. However, some of them are banned. They're actually not allowed. So if it works, some of them then are not allowed depending on what broker you are. It can get quite a mess here. So it depends. My suggestion is to test it out for yourself because there are so many different ones. I cannot give you an answer and say this works or this doesn't work, because for sure this can work, but there are also other ones that definitely not work. So it's not on me to say if it works or not. It's really not on me. How can I get to your Discord? You can click on the link right now popping up here. Press the W for the Nightbot. Always there, supporting us, supporting the channel. Okay, let's do a couple more introductions. And if you're new and you're watching, it would be amazing if you could place an introduction here, because I want to do a couple of them today. But if you do an introduction, then it would be also amazing then to let me know kind of like what you're struggling with, what kind of the ways that you're working with, things that you want to solve. And therefore, automatically, we can move forward and we can help you out here a little bit. All right, gold's moving down. If we close below, we have something nice here. We have something good here. Seven more minutes left, so let's see what we have here. Hisham is from Dubai. He's a DJ, producer. Passion is music, events, and now trading. His trading strategy is SMC, only oil and gold. He's trading for 6 months, 2 blown accounts, while not being guided and only following blindly the broker signals. Goals to achieve self-confidence in decisions at trading, self-discipline, and mostly being not dependent on any boss to pay me. I want to build a sustainable income for myself and my family here. You said something very beautiful here, my man, and that is the achieve self-confidence in decisions at trading. And this comes from time, from data, from a lot of trades that you track, that you write down, that you put in your spreadsheet, that you know exactly what to do. You know your results. You start to implement structure into your life, and not just in your trading, in your overall life as well. It's really nice to track things sometimes. Because especially in trading, tracking creates a lot of clarity and that builds truly confidence. Even if you're not profitable yet. So if you track your trades and you do really track everything that you do, then you build your confidence from there. If you're profitable, you know exactly what your strategy is and you know exactly what the results are, it's a different story. But if you are new and you're trading and you have 2 blown accounts like you mentioned, then tracking is super important, win or lose. And let me ask you guys an honest question. I think this is important. Imagine you're losing 5 trades in a row. And be honest with me, be honest.
Yo.
You lose 5 times in a row, okay? Do you feel that you still track everything? Do you still want to track it? Do you still want to write it down? Or are you like, oh no, I lost 5 times in a row. Never mind. I'm not going to write this down. Vicky says, yes, I force myself to. That's great. That's beautiful. Of course, you need to track to learn. No, good chance to lose control and risk. Too much. No ways, I don't. For me personally, it was amazing to put on my winners on a spreadsheet. But it was very hard to put my losers on a spreadsheet. And like, if you do that and you force yourself to do so, then you become honest with yourself, and it's the only way to improve. To truly accept the current state of your trading level, whatever, your results over the last months. Win or lose, win or lose, win or lose, doesn't matter. Licheri says, I write everything since 6 months, and since I do this, I'm a much better trader. Beautiful, beautiful. Obakang says, Lo, I stopped long time to track trades because of a losing streak. There we go, there we go. Yeah, super important. So, if you're part of the Limitless Trading Academy, okay, and you want to be here, track your trades. Track what you do if you are, not profitable yet, especially. Okay, even if you're profitable, if you're not profitable yet, use it, because we have a couple of sheets as well. It's in our description of this video here on our channel. We will we'll show you later on here, but we have some stuff for you guys that you can get that you can use to track everything here. Three minutes. We practically at the same level as where we started before the news. Hey, I'm new and I've been trading for the last month and I've blown my account more than 4 times. And I'm almost giving up. Any help? So yes, for sure, man. Number one is if you're trading with a new account, okay, and you're new and you just started trading for the first month, then my suggestion is to start with risk management. Implement some risk management to your trades. That means that do not risk more than 1%. And because you are starting, you are probably thinking too much about the money. Because you probably came to trading with the intention to make a lot of money. And of course, we want to all make money. We get it here. But the true intention was potentially maybe you heard about that it's possible to make a lot of money in trading. And my suggestion to you is that the money is irrelevant at the beginning. So if you just follow the risk management, you risk 0.5% per trade, you risk 1% per trade. I think that's enough for you to move forward and to execute the trades. It means if you risk 1%, you can have hundreds of trades before you actually lose all your money. If that's the true case scenario here. So think about that. And these hundreds of trades before you would lose your money, giving you all the data, tracking everything. Wow, you could improve massively. And maybe you have not made money yet, but you improved massively over time. So that's my suggestion, man. Stop focusing on the money at the beginning and focus on the results, on the data, win or lose. We're telling this to the community every day. I'm going to repeat it a lot as well because it's so important. And I get where you want to make money, right? You need money now. You want to make money now. But trading requires you to be patient. Trading requires you to learn, to observe, to get better, to get familiar with patterns. Not just trading patterns, but just like patterns in history of your overall results. All right, we're literally back. We're gonna close now. we are literally back at where we were before when the news came. So we're right in the back in the center where we came from when we opened up here. Almost back. We definitely took out a lot here below now. So yeah, the levels are still the same. The same levels are occurring here. Okay. We still want to see that happening for gold. Let's see what we have for oil right now. If oil is doing something here. And I promised to look at the Euro 50. Remember that. I promised to look at the Euro 50 here as well. Yeah, oil is looking starting to look weaker here. Okay, so this is good. This is what you want to see. So you want to see this happening with oil right now. Remove the trend line here. Just in general, the structure itself. This is still the highest, the one of the highest points. We're seeing this as well. We're gonna face a lot of support around this range. So I would still look at the same level, 75 for oil. If you break below this level, we have something here. Because we have a beautiful range below that we can look at right there. Dollar came up, came down. We're still looking at more in this downside potential, but gold is not really coming up here. That's the interesting part. Gold came down. But it never really like came up that much here. We started to push down more, but it could be that we're taking out all the lows and now we're pushing back further. So let it be here for gold here. For now, let's see what's going on further because we still have to wait for a new closure. Yeah, silver is now back at back at resistance as well here. Curious to see who trades silver here in the chat, by the way. Silver has been doing very well. Has been actually pushing much harder and actually has been front running gold, which is quite unique if you look at silver. Please do the Nasdaq. Yes, we can do the Nasdaq as well indeed. We're waiting for oil, waiting for gold. We have all our levels set here. So we just get it triggered the moment we get there. We know what to look for. Nasdaq is pushing. Before I continue with the Nasdaq, let me quickly look at the volatility index. I think the volatility index is coming down pretty significant. Yeah. This is the volatility index. It shows the volatility. And it shows the fear also in the market, and especially it's all correlated to the options exchange of the S&P 500, which is a huge market. And usually if the VIX comes down, it is good for the stock market. It's good for the Nasdaq. It's good for the US30. And we are coming down here. We are coming down, but we are now coming also back to some very, very crucial levels in a second here. So we're coming down towards some support very, very soon. So let's look at the 30 minutes. Right here. This is the reason why we're now looking at this chart, to then look at the Nasdaq and see from there. So yeah, we are in an important zone. Let's see on the 15 minutes as well. And then we're gonna go back to gold and see what gold is doing. But overall, yeah, okay, we have this overall range. We are already in that range. We're still looking quite weak right here. Yeah, so far looking very weak. So US30 pushing up, Nasdaq pushing up here. But we are coming closer and closer to towards some serious highs right now. We're almost there actually. So we have this high right here at 15,520. That's the most important level to break. So we're waiting for reaction around this level. And if we react, you know, bullish or bearish, we're gonna find out. We see how we react here, but there is a big chance we could come to that level here. Okay, towards the 15,515 here. US30 still there, still holding above. Let's go back to gold. $56,000 short positions on the EURUSD according to my FX book. That's absolutely crazy indeed. We saw that 94%, I think, right? 94%. Is shorting here. Okay. That is crazy. And the EURUSD is probably coming up right now. Yeah, wow. A lot of trapped traders right now. On an average of 1.1, so 1.1, all right? So that means that roughly a lot of traders here around this range, you could already see it, around this range here, I think got trapped on average, went short around this high, probably around this level. And Euro is moving up pretty significant here. How accurate is the data? It's very, very accurate. It's based on all the accounts that are connected to my FX book, that are tracked by my FX book. Next resistance though is the 1.12 for the EURUSD. If you go to the daily chart and you look here and you zoom out, you come back to this range. This is the level we're talking about right now. The 1012, the 1019.5. So that's the next resistance right there. Let's see how we react to. Congratulations for the 10K members on Discord and the 30K subs on YouTube. Yes, 2 days ago, my man. Thank you. Appreciate it, brother. Beautiful. Amazing. We're all seeing some new guys in the community here. Goon Rocker, Bruno, DC, welcome, Emmy, Swanky B, Crypto USDT. Welcome. Would love to have an introduction here. And let me know what you are working with, you're struggling with, what you're trying to do here. Financial freedom is the goal. That's our goal, of course. But in order to gain financial freedom, we need to start with thinking about how can we generate cash flow. How can we generate cash flow, and how can we make sure that our time, like how do we find the perfect balance between time and money? You know, time and generating cash flow. How do we find a perfect balance for ourselves within? And I think the trading is something very beautiful because it you can determine your own time here, and your own schedule, your own strategy. You have a lot of freedom in trading, but that comes with a responsibility. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So in regards to the closures and to the news right now, we had news coming out here. We pushed price up, we pushed price down. We closed pretty much where we initially ended up here. So we closed where we opened, roughly. Okay. So we opened our new candle right there. And that's where we are right now, still. So unless you've made a quick in and out right now, very quick trade here, like very, very quick, you should have made some money. But overall, it was very hard to get into a position here. So you wait now for structure to break up or down. And that's what we do, guys. We either follow our rules. We follow the way we trade exactly. We have our rules set. We know that we can make money if you follow our rules and stick to our rules here. And now it's up to the market to decide here. Okay. We know what we want from the market. Now it's up to the market to decide what's going to happen. So either we win or we learn. That's all it is. That's all it is. And we need to follow our set of rules in order to move forward. And to stay profitable. And to win over time. Setup says, hey Lorenzo, when the dollar breaks highs and the VIX also reverses, then we can then begin shorting the US indices. There's a lot of downside potential for both the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. If the VIX reverses and the dollar is holding, or like just stagnating, then yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely case here. Yeah. So if the VIX reverses and the dollar holds up here, yeah, we can start looking at shorts, shorting the indices indeed. Did you have any trades today though? I will review if there are. No, we're just getting started. We waited for the news to come out. The news came up and down. We're right at where we started at the beginning. And like we just mentioned here, we follow our set of our strict set of rules. And that's it. We need to follow and stick to our risk management. Risk management, a rule setup. That means a closure Next candle wicks in and out, candle flip, entry, stop loss above the candle. Pretty straightforward. But the dollar seems to be coming down for now. Which we kind of like expected in some ways as well here. Okay, so we are now coming down. And the first serious support will be at the literally the 99.9. So not the 100, but the 99.9. If we come here, I think we're going to start ranging or push potentially up again. I think that there is a chance that gold could turn around here. I think there is a potential chance here that gold could flip eventually. So a quick question as well here. Who currently is doing a prop firm challenge? Who is currently doing a challenge right here? Let's see. I'm very curious to see who is in a challenge right now. Wow. Tranka. Marnus. Yes, I am. Okay. Okay, amazing. I think some of you guys, many of you guys are in the V3. If you are in the V3 and you're doing currently a challenge, type in V3. Type in V3 right now. Just to give me an understanding here to see what's going on. V3, yeah. Okay, amazing. All right, we might have something beautiful very, very soon here. In regards for you guys that are now in prop firm, and you are in the V3 here, we might have something very, very nice. We already have our prop firm video series where we explain how to pass the challenge, what the things you have to look at for, some tricks, tips and tricks you can use to pass your challenge. But some other stuff is coming. We want you to pass your challenge. That's the most important part. After that, it's not about passing anymore. It's about sustaining your account. That's completely different. Passing your challenge and sustaining your account, making sure you stay funded, is a whole other layer. And I think that's also something that we're working towards to explain you guys exactly how we can do that, what kind of strategy you can use for that. In terms of risk management, a lot of things that we need to talk about here. But the hardest part to being funded is staying funded. That's the conclusion of passing a challenge here. Passing a challenge is one thing, but staying funded is another layer. Who has ever got a payout here in the chat right now? Who in the fam? I know many guys in the community have. So we're talking about them with them every single day. But who are on YouTube right now has been getting a payout before, or had a payout before. Okay. Alberto says, I had 4 payouts. I like to put my full funds monthly. Good. Concentrating when you're working out. What firm? I'm on phase 2. Okay. Do you know any prop firm that doesn't require evaluation? There are a couple of them. I got one payout from first class. Then I'm still waiting on second. Okay. Many guys had an actual payout here. Okay, beautiful. And let's see right now who in the chat here had at least, and this is an important one. And I'm not sure that many, like if you look at the statistics, not many should have it. But how many of you guys, or who of you guys, have at least 6 to 12 month, minimum of 6 months of profits on average? So not per definition, 1 month, like every single month profitable. No, on average profitable after 6 months. Did a 6k count challenge first 5 days and went winning streak in a row and passed the first phase with 1.3k profit. Profit target was $480. Okay. All right. So if you are, and this is important, if you are profitable for a certain period amount of time, at least 6 months, so you can prove it to me, then I actually have an interesting offer for you, potentially. An offer you cannot refuse. Okay. So if you wanna, if you really have that, okay, so we're talking about 6 to 12 months minimum, and we're not talking about just a certification of a prop firm. No, we're talking about just track records and so on and so on. 6 months minimum on average, so it doesn't have to be every month. Please send me a message, and I have a proposal. I have a potential proposal for you. Okay. And for the others, you see already that if you're not profitable yet, that there is a lot of potential. There is a lot of potential here. I mean, if I can do it, then you can definitely do it. That's for sure. If these guys can do it, you can definitely do it. So euro is creeping up. Okay, we're looking at that level. And once it comes there, we're going to find and see how we react there. So if we get rejected there, it could be interesting for us here. Because the dollar could be then where we were talking about, just below. Okay, I would not be surprised if the dollar would bounce from here. Okay, create a little bounce from this particular level. And gold is not really pushing up. So the dollar is pushing down, but gold is not really pushing up. We're still at that same level. We're still in that range. So that's interesting. Do take that in consideration when the dollar decides to flip. Gold is much more likely to come down when the dollar comes up than gold coming up when the dollar is going down. If that makes sense. And then we have the oil as well. If we come down, we have oil in case we break that level as well. Ambient sales, I'll make sure to study and keep going. I'll keep contacting you for sure after 6 months to a year. I believe I can do it. So who believe he or she can become a profitable trader? If you are, press a W in the chat. Okay, because win or lose, actually, we are all winners here, if you look at it in this perspective. If you track it the right way. Yana, Bliss Dad, Alex, Hiwat, Krish, Ambient Chill, Simon. You need to have that mindset. You need to have that mindset, that feeling of I'm going to become a profitable trader. I'm going to become profitable. I'm going to do it. I'm going to crush the market. You need to have that feeling every single day when you come in, even when you lose. Because you think long term. You think long term. You want to reach that You don't have any crazy expectation in the future, but you do know you're gonna make it happen. Why are you not opening a trade? Let the community answer that question. Five minutes is our next closure. Hopefully we're going to see some volume. We're definitely going to see some volume. Why are we going to see some volume coming in? We have the New York Stock Exchange opening up. So this is important. New York Stock Exchange is opening up. Volume will come back into the market from there. And then you will see a little bit more moves coming in. So we had like the news coming out. This was 1 hour ago. The news became out neutral. So price does not really know what to do. The volume came down. Now in 5 minutes, you will see that the New York Stock Exchange opens up. So now the New York Stock Exchange, they know about the news. They probably already know before. Anyways, the volume can now come in as well. It's going to heavily impact the price of the potential dollar. And therefore, automatically, we're going to see that happening on gold. We're going to see it reflecting on gold. We're going to see the potential also reflecting on oil as well. Because we're also in a very interesting zone right now when talking specifically about oil as well. So yeah. My suggestion is to be patient for at least 5 minutes to see what will happen when the New York Stock Exchange opens up here. And then from there, you're going to see, of course, you know, a lot of manipulation happening at the beginning. And I think that from that specific moment, you will see that after that 50-minute candle closure, most of the manipulation has been done. And we can really start looking into the continuation of a potential direction here. And hopefully we make a move here after we have seen that volume coming into the market. Lorenzo, can I have your email to send you a message? I think it's on my YouTube channel. You can find it on my YouTube. Chris says, I lost $120. I now have only $13, but still have a belief I will be a good trader. So the beautiful thing, Chris, is that money is not important now. It might sound weird, but money is not important now. It's the knowledge, it's a skill set. If you are a millionaire, right? You are a multi-millionaire, you've been working your ass off to get there, you've failed many times before, and you lose all your money again. Why is it proven that it's so much easier for millionaires to become millionaires again? In most cases. Right? Guys that struggle, that work their way up. There are guys and girls that are really driven to make things happen, that went to the ups, went to the downs. Why is it that they can get back to their millions again after they lost it all? But because they know the game. They know how the game works. They truly know how the game works, and therefore that you should use trading as the same way. You should approach trading the exact same way. Money is irrelevant because the knowledge you build is so much more powerful than the money. The money will follow. You will be paid upon your results based upon the knowledge you gain. And that's why it's so easy for somebody that loses all his money with that knowledge to get his money back or make money again. They know exactly what to do here. And that's exactly how trading works. So if you are new and you're so obsessed with the money side, you're going to put yourself into a negative spiral. You're going to lose money. You're going to become angry. You're going to over leverage yourself. You're going to lose. You're going to blow your account. Why is it that on average, and this is also proven as well, on average, around 7 times, people fail 7 times in their life bigly before they become very successful. And for me it worked exactly this way, and I'm still not where I want to be. So Many scenarios where I made a lot of money and then I lost it again. And then I had to build from scratch. But every single time I gained some knowledge here. And the beautiful thing about it is, if you ask me a question right now, would you do it differently? Would you change it? I would say no. I would not change anything that ever happened in my life. Because I'm fully aware and I take this with me. And I can take this with me for the rest of my life. And I can overcome pretty much anything. And make it happen for myself. I think that's a super valuable lesson as well here. And that, yeah, you ask them the question, okay, but you lost your money 7 times and you had to start over again? And like, yes, okay. And if you had the chance, the opportunity to just, remove all your mistakes and to just be there from the beginning, would you have taken it? Most of them would say no, because I'm a different person now. I'm a different person. This is how I became it. It's a struggle. It's the process that gets you there. That's the enjoyable part. But it's also the hard part. It's very complex. And that's why the best thing to do is just stick together. Sanab, I can't find your email. It would be great if you could supply. Yes, send me a message on Discord. Ask me for my email and I will get back to you. Make sure it's me, okay? But just look at a message and then send me a message like that. Guy who says university in England costs $30,000-$40,000 on average. That's what I mean. So you could see this as some sort of educational journey, right? Where you have to pay in order to get somewhere. But the other thing is though, that trading with a $100 account at the beginning is the same as trading with a $1 million account. There is no difference. I mean, there's $6.6 trillion daily volume on average in the Forex industry. $6.6 trillion daily volume. So with that in mind, your $100 trade or your $1 million trade, there is no difference here. So you can better start with like $100 and just go for the results before you start using all your money from the beginning here. But yeah, in essence, it's actually cheaper than a standard university or, whatever it is. Okay, so we have now opened the New York Stock Exchange here. Let's see if the volume can come in a little bit here. The oil is definitely doing something. Oil is definitely starting to bounce a little bit. The dollar. Let's go to the lower time frame. After open came down so far. Let's see what happens in the next 15 minutes. I think that's the most important part. The 15-minute candle closure. I think that's what we are looking for in this case. Let's look at the volatility index. Opened very bearish, so Nasdaq still coming up. Nasdaq still coming up. The US30 is still coming up potentially. Yeah, there we go. You see it already. We're at that same level we got rejected from before. And now we're coming up again. So now we're going to retest these particular highs. And I think we're going to come and retest a previous range right here, which we find very interesting. So let's see. We're coming there. Go to lower time frame. We have this range. And let's take that range in consideration here. Let's see what we have. There we go. First level. If we do break it. If you flip, it's a lot of liquidity below as well here. So there is a big chance we could turn around to flip at some point as well here. This level right here. This level right there. 34,400 and the 34,465. Two important levels here. Gold crumbing down, waiting for the break and closure below here. All the news came up here. We saw the initial jobless claims coming out better. The PPI coming out worse. Overall price is still coming in the middle. 50-minute closure is going to be an important one. And let's see how we close this candle right here on the 15 minutes. So not on the 30 minute, on the 15 minutes right now. Joy, I'm doing very well. How are you? Yeah, we have some wick fill potential here, indeed. So yeah, let's see. We need volume. We need volume to get into the market to move forward here. Oil is coming down nicely. This is what I would like to see, but we need to break. We need to break this low, the 75. Joy, I'm okay. I'm not yet fully profitable, but working hard. Joy, you're doing very well, my man. I think you have been improving a lot already over time. It's the progress. It's the progress. It's the progress we're looking for here. David says, how's your family? I'm doing good, man. Family's doing great. Thank you. Thank you. Spending time with family is important as well here. Of course, my family lives in the Netherlands. I am in Indonesia right now. So yeah, I had to start my little own family here. But yeah. My mother comes over sometimes. She comes every 6 months, 6-7 months. Twice a year she comes over and visits me here in Bali. And I want to go at least once a year to the Netherlands. Last time I went, that was last year, 2022. October 2022. That's already almost a year ago. Almost a year ago. No, wait, it was October 2021. No, 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Wow. Your partner from the Netherlands or Indonesia? Russian. The more we trade our time with money, the more we got away from freedom. So yeah, now the only thing is about, you know, the family life is like, how do you balance out? And this is for me very hard sometimes still. So how do I balance out my trading, my career, right? And how do I balance it out with like kind of like, you know, family time, kind of like being, you know, being there, present, you know, not just only thinking about work all the time. It's a tough thing to sometimes, you know, not be too obsessed with what I'm doing right now. Work. But at the same time, it is actually good for them. It's actually provides them with a better life. You name it, right? All these things. So there are also good sides. But, you know, I'm trying to find that balance. Trying to work on it. How old are you? I'm 29. When you go to visit your family, we can meet us in Amsterdam. Yes, 100%. I'm gonna go back to the Netherlands. Gonna meet some of you guys for sure. The goal with the Limitless Training Academy is the following. The moment we have a good foundation here, okay? We're all seeing improvement. We're all sticking together. We're all making progress. I think that's for me the moment that I'm gonna start traveling a little bit with our team. You know, going from country to country, and we're all gonna create these beautiful meetups, not just with me, but just with people in South Africa. If I ask right now, who's from South Africa? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna go a couple countries. You will see that there are many guys from your country right now watching, potentially, right here. So who's from South Africa here? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Okay? So who's from the UK? Definitely want to go to the UK. Definitely want to go to South Africa. Who's from the UK here? That's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. And that's why we're going to do these meetups. We're all going to go to these meetups with Limitless. I'm going to do something amazing. We're going to organize something amazing. We're going to connect. We're going to connect with other traders. We're going to stick together. We're going to go on the grind together because that's the way we learn. Faster. Seeing other people succeed. Seeing other people not succeed. That's the reality. We learn from both. Sticking together, real meetups, real person. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. India as well. We have the US, of course. We have Dubai. We have obviously the Netherlands because I'm from the Netherlands. Even Indonesia. Even Indonesia as well. Okay, the euro is coming closer and closer to that level that we were talking about here. Okay, the euro is coming closer now. We're reaching it. I think we're gonna get an alert very, very soon. Dollar is coming down still right now at the moment. Dollar pushing. We're almost there though. We're almost at the 100. We have to see some psychological support here. And the euro is right now at that exact level. So I'll keep a close eye on the EURUSD. And for gold, we're still in that range. We're focusing mainly on gold, GJ. Use 30, but we're still in that range here. While actually the dollar is coming down quite heavily here. But the euro is right now at a strong resistance here. Who is buying EURUSD if 96% of the market is short? That's a scenario with the EURUSD on an average short price of 1.10. So, yeah, that's important to mention. We are far up already indeed, right now. I'm from Nepal, Mount Everest country, you know, absolutely, yes. So we're in at 2.5 hours. We're already at 700, almost 800 likes. That is absolutely crazy. I think we are almost at the wow. We're moving in a crazy pace to this. I don't know what happened, guys. What happened here? What happened? The momentum. Dollar coming down. We're at 99.9 very soon. And that's where we're going to face some support here. So this is where we need to see reaction. We need to see reaction from it. And gold is not coming up. So do take that into consideration here. This is actually not good for gold. The fact that the dollar is coming down this much, but the gold is still at that same level. I think it's waiting for something. I think gold is waiting for a dollar bounce. A dollar bounce here. Gold is not showing its true colors. I have to agree. Yeah, so the point is that indeed gold right now is waiting for the dollar, and that's what I think here. Let's see what a couple of guys have done today. So Yannick went into a long of GN here. These are the Forex, the SMC setups right now. We have also the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Looking good, by the way. I like this. I like this overall analysis here. Forex setups in general. All Forex. Look at gold, what other people think about gold right now. Gold spot from the 1965 short. Coming back down to the 1931. You think 1931? Okay. Only 1 hour. I see what you mean. I mean, there is a massive expansion here since yesterday, and it could easily come back down again. I truly do believe that, indeed. So 1965, I think, is your entry, or would have been your entry here. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense here. That's exactly around that same level that we're looking for. This particular level, this particular zone right here. Yeah. So back from that level here to the downside here, guys. If you wanna me to review your chart as well, please send it in the gold setups. If you trade the indices, if you trade the US30, send it in the indices setups. But mainly gonna look at the gold setups here. So let me know at this particular moment you have something to share, your vision. All equally important too. Okay. We have a beautiful new message. I see it straight away here from Karen. Karen Henriksen. She says that she is from Denmark, close to my country. Job is an SNOP analyst. Trading started 5 years ago, took a break to finish university. Restarted trading since last August, blown 2 accounts since then. Identified a main issue is trading psychology. Not following the trading plan when getting too attached or too invested on a trade. And starting over with a similar, smaller capital account and focusing on getting more of a consistent trader. There we go. This is exactly what we were talking about, guys, today. You blow up your account twice, which is completely fine. It's part of the journey. But then you realize that you start over with smaller capital account to focus on getting more of a consistency in your trading. Patience, patience, and more patience. Beautiful. Trading strategies, price action, intraday trading only gold, supply and demand. Gold is becoming a profitable trader. So she focused on one pair. She started 5 years ago, but she took a break. She restarted, blown 2 accounts. Then she decided that she don't want to lose any more money. So she started with a smaller account. And she realized that she should focus on getting more of a consistency. She gets it. Big shout out to Karen. Love it. She gets it. That's the journey. And that's where you start to realize that consistency is more important than the money. I really love it. One chart is gold. One pair only. A supply and demand. Intraday trading. Okay, beautiful. Love it. Amazing. Thank you for sharing. Welcome to the community, Karen. Amazing. Thank you for sharing this with you. Now I kind of get a little bit more. Go a little bit deeper into how you started and how you moved along here. That's what I like. That's where we can learn from as a community as well. So big shout out to Karen. Gold's making a move. So that's what we're finally wanting to see. So let's see if our patience will pay today. And why is that? The dollar reached the 100. The dollar reached the exact 100 here. We have our zone below, to be honest. A little bit lower still. But the dollar reached the 100, which is of course a psychological level here. And you're going to see a potential reaction here. Obviously, we're going to see at least some sort of reaction, which immediately is pushing gold down. So look on the 30-minute. The dollar came up slightly, bounced of course. Gold ready to come down. When the dollar was coming down, gold was not ready to come up. So we need to stick with our analysis and see potentially if dollar can start really pushing. But I still believe that the dollar can come down a little bit more. A little bit more. We're talking about the 99.9 here. Are you on a short or long on GJ? Now, these are close positions. I see already some guys typing right here now. Right now, beautiful. Keep them coming. And Karen, you nailed it. Gbp also, by the way, thank you still for putting in the work. Buyer Pramana, Indonesia, customer service, trading content creator. 4 years of trading. Supply and demand. Support and resistance. Price action, divergence. Goals make my family have financial freedom. We see this a lot here. We have the same goals, taking care of our families. Super important. Responsibilities. That's the difference between being a kid and an adult here, right? Having responsibilities. And we have to take our responsibilities. So only we can do it. We should not wait or count on somebody else. We should be able to do it. Unless you're in a happy marriage or something like that. And somebody is taking the lead, which is completely fine. But it's good to take our responsibility and just know that we have to do it. If somebody has to do it, we have to do it. Gold pushing up. Why? Dollar is still coming down here. So we saw that initial reaction. We're still coming down here, but gold is still at that same level. Still right in the center here. Sandeep says, I think I've sent you a Discord message. First time using this app, so I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. If that's the case, then I will get back to you, man. Perfect. Absolutely. So what I think, okay, I think that we can come down to this level, the 1990, and we can start seeing a little bit of a bounce here. And I want to see gold coming down then. Euro is now facing the resistance here, like we said before, right at that level here. Look how perfectly it tapped into that level. We're gonna face some resistance in order to really start moving forward to the downside here. We need to create a lower low. We need to come down a bit. We need to start losing some strength here. But yeah, the dollar is still not there yet. So as long as the dollar is not showing us some strength, EURUSD will also not come down here. Philip, my man, thank you for the sub. Welcome. Appreciate you. Welcome to the stream. We are patiently waiting for some volume here. I'm gonna give it at least like 30 more minutes to see what's going on, to see what we can look for. Dollar, euro, maybe. Oil was on our radar as well, but gold is obviously always our main focus. So what do you guys do to stay patient here? Let me ask you that I think is an amazing question to ask as well. Do you guys have any tricks to stay patient? Something that you guys are doing, are implementing? Do you guys, distract yourselves from the charts a little bit? Just set your alerts, wait. Okay, euro is back at that level. Okay, let's see where the dollar is at. The dollar is still pushing. Gold is not coming up. Rafael says chess. Rafael is very good at chess, so be careful. I set alerts and play games. Sometimes I know somebody that just is playing video games all the time. He has his setups. He plays video games. I think I talked with a guy that knows, or somebody in his community told me about the fact that his best trader was playing video games. And then he had his chart open And he set his alerts, playing games all day, and then execute a trade. And that's it. I'm a big fan of chess, so I play a lot of chess. I'm not amazing at it, but I'm playing a lot of it, trying to become better. And poker as well. I play poker as well. I like poker. I like everything that is around probability or strategy. So in this case, we have poker. It's similar to trading in many, many different ways. And chess is very logical. Very logical. Very straightforward. No luck involved. Rafael says we still have one game unfinished. Yeah, that's true. I think you're right. I think we still have one game. Completely forgot about it. I completely forgot about it. Yes, that's so true. We have one game indeed. Yes, absolutely. VIX is also at support that you mentioned. Okay, yeah, the VIX is at support here. The dollar is at support here. Like, this is the moment where we have to pay very close attention to gold. And not just gold, but also the indices here. So that's a very, very important moment. Yes. Okay. Yeah, let's see how we develop so far. Nasdaq. Let's see the Nasdaq. I think the Nasdaq made a much stronger move here. Okay, there we go. Let's set the alert below that level. Okay. What if you have a chess competition on weekends between member and the winner get free entry to the Crypto VIP? The Crypto VIP is free. You need some money, but it's your money. You don't have to give us any money. That is important to mention here. Let me quickly respond to this guy right here. We have been playing a lot of games here. This is Rafal. He's in the chat right now. He's watching me. He's putting me under pressure straight away from the beginning. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Yeah, okay, gold, we have now the hourly closure here. Okay, hourly closure, still an indecisive candle here from both sides. That means that from both sides we're facing demand, we're facing supply. We're kind of in the middle of that range. Now it's about the dollar. This is the moment for the dollar to truly make a bouncer, to show us a little bit of a bounce in the future. And especially a nice reaction from at least this zone. We're coming very close to that level right now. We saw oil as well. Oil is going crazy. Indeed, I saw a reaction from it. We're coming up. But we're also coming down again. So we're still kind of pushing. Or we immediately come down. So get ready, we're coming closer. Yoni says, I'm on a sell on gold. I have a buy limit on 1938.9. I mean, it's definitely not bad. It's definitely not bad at all here. It's definitely not bad. I think that a sell is definitely, there is definitely some potential here. We are ranging on the lower time frame. We shoot up, we came down, we created a lower high after that, and now we're trying to see if we can push down here. What needs to happen, in my opinion, is just a body closure below this level. The rest... Are we bullish or bearish on gold? Well, I'm quite neutral for now, but the point is that when the dollar is actually coming, when the dollar was coming down from here, I think this is important to mention. This is where the news came out, right? So we shoot up and we came down. And this whole move from the dollar, right here, this whole move to the downside did nothing for gold here. So I think the moment the dollar starts increasing and starts bouncing, and we're now at a crucial level, we're coming closer and closer, and we start to see some volume coming in for the dollar, gold will do, I think gold could come down and could start pushing down here. So I give it like a 70-30% chance that gold comes down. But again, no confirmations for us is no trade. That's just the rules we follow. Because that's the way we can avoid fake outs. We can avoid it, we can get trapped. And we have just the highest probability. If you had to make a trade in the next 5 minutes, what would you pick? I would go long and short on gold at the same time. For example, there is a hedging strategy, but this is a little bit more from more the advanced side, and that is the following. So, and this is just a theory, right? We're not doing this live on stream here, but that is that you go long here and you go short here, right now. You aim for the market to come down. If price comes up here, you break even. You close both of your positions and break even. Okay? If price comes down and it closes below, you accept purposefully a loss to gain a better entry. And you put your stop loss then immediately on break even. And you start and you take it down and you arbitrage the profit. So what a lot of like very experienced traders do that I know that are very advanced and you know working with a lot of capital, they go long and short and they hedge themselves into a better position and they purposefully accept losses to gain better entries and therefore win then over time when they see the right opportunities and patterns in the market. This could be like one scenario where you could see that potentially happening. So when you like place a long and a short, if you go up, you know, you aim for the market to go down, but if you go up, you break even, close both your positions here. The moment you have a really solid closure, you accept a loss. If it's too far, you just close and break even, or you partially close your short and you keep your long open and you arbitrage the profit. Well, that's what these guys are doing. It's a little bit more advanced. It is a really good way of looking at it, but if you don't know how to manage it, it's very tricky. It can get very tricky very quickly. Where would you put both buys and sell stops on gold? No, we're not even play buys and sell stops. I would enter market right now, buy and sell. That's the way it works. But that's not what we're doing here. We're doing we're looking for the right closures. We're entering one position only. And we wait for the next candle to give us that confirmation body flip, and then we move further down. The Crixer says, I think gold wants to come down, but the dollar don't want it yet. Yeah. Dollar is still making a little bit of a move right now. Yeah, we started to react a little bit, but we're still waiting for it to come down. Almost there though. Almost there. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Thank you. Every single stream, go over a lot of them and see what we can do. We can learn a lot from other members in our community as well here. So this is called an assassin, Mr. Nobody, Pete. Let's call you Pete. All right, this is Pete. Location is in Asia. Full-time trading, English teacher part-time, teaching English communication. Self-employed, so an English teacher. Passion is MMA, mixed martial arts, shooting, hiking, scuba diving, fishing, camping. Everything I love personally as well. How many years of trading? 1.5 years. Trading strategies, ICT concepts, top-down analysis, plus a Judas swing for distribution phase. For the distribution phase, okay. Is that during between the London and the Asia, for example? Let me know. Goal, drain and assassinate as much capital from every platform and counter with trading system strong edge with CA and execute B. Love it. Monthly goals up to the market. Execute to follow my system, but aiming around 1 to 2% from bigger accounts from different firms with over 1 million. I like that. 1 to 2% per firm. Love it. I really like that. Currently 100k funded with my funded FX. Keep going. We'll go slowly but surely get it. Take care of my whole poor community in my area after my family have taken care. And die with no regret in this short room. I really like it. Thank you. And it's a really smart way of approaching it. 1 to 2% on multiple platforms, so you divide your risk. If you put everything together, you still end up making 5%, 6% a month, for example, or more. So I really like that. Thank you for sharing. Brother GJ breaking, Gavin. Can tell him to look at GJ. We can look at GJ for a second here. Okay, yeah, we are indeed in that initial range. We're getting rejected by that high that put in the last low. We're still holding here. If you look on the lower time frame, we're still holding here. Can the trader get 1 million in funding and remain consistent, bro? What do you think, Damon? I 100% believe so. I 100% believe so. Okay, the dollar is still making a move right now. I think we're still coming down. We are still pushing down here. We're trying to come up a little bit, but every single time we come up a little bit, we just induce and we come down and revert. So we are coming closer to our target, which is at 99.9. 99.9. Yes, probos have struggled recently. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. We are here to learn. We're here to improve. We have to stick to our rules. And at the same time also, I think that it's really good to ask questions whenever needed. So Damon, you're always asking questions. I think it's super important. So I think that's a very good thing. How do I become a super advanced trader, bro, like you? Well, I'm still improving every single day as well, by the way. So I'm still looking to get better. I'm definitely not where I want to be. So there are many, many things that I can learn as well. So that's number one. Number two, I love suffering. A lot of time suffering, but most importantly, patience. I love patience. I think we have like this the cat on the roof here. Yesterday we had a snake. A couple days ago we had a snake. We have a lot of like cats or something like that. All these like weird noises sometimes here. Monkeys, we have snakes. Gold price 21 uptrend. I want to see in the short term, maybe on in the intraday here, but I think that that the dollar can start making potentially a bounce here anytime. Do you eat rats and snakes? I've never ate a rat. I have never ate a snake. I know that in Indonesia they do it a lot. They eat a lot of snakes here. I would be open to it. Honestly, I would be open to it. But yeah, no. Never done it. Never done it. We'll give it a try one day. Lorenzo, could you take a look at my Crypto VIP? Yes, we'll do so for sure. We'll definitely have a look at the Crypto VIP after the stream, because tomorrow we have the crypto live stream. Of course, we have every Friday crypto live stream in the Crypto VIP, where we give trade setups in the crypto live, which is also interesting. So if you're interested in learning another skill, which we just talked about right here, right? Preparing yourself for my next big potential run. Want to make a lot of money, potentially look for another potential scenario here. You can look here in our event, which is the Crypto VIP Live. You can join, click on I'm interested. You need to be in our VIP group. You can join that one. You have to follow a couple of steps. It's free to join. You just have to follow a couple of steps. We'll provide you with signals, live streams. Of course, why do I do this? Because I see the potential, and I know if I prepare the community for a massive run, that I'm doing something really good. I'm doing something really good, and I think that a lot of people can really, really benefit from it, because it's a thing that doesn't happen all the time. When we're seeing a transition from one market to another, when a new market is coming up here in waves, so it has, you know, bullish momentum, it has bearish momentum. Right now we're in like a bear, of course a bear market for a while, but we had seen a major run, but this can come back, and we already are almost 2 years ahead now, waiting. So we are coming very close, and you want to be fully prepared. So if you want to join, and you want to join the live stream, let me know in the chat here. We know that many guys are already coming, but this is what you want to do, or what you need to do in order to join us. It can be done in a couple hours. You'll be granted access manually by me. You can join us, and yeah, we're catching some trades there. A lot of wins, a lot more to choose from. That's one layer, but it's different. So if you want to learn something new and different, you want to prepare for something potentially bigger in the future, this is the way to do it. I love to see the winnings as well. So keep, guys, if you're in the VIP and you're winning, and you're sharing the setups and you're winning with the fam, given by the people that are shared as well, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Put it in the crypto wins. So tomorrow's the stream. If you want to be part of it, press a 1 in the chat. Let's go. You want to be part of it because it's so powerful. And let's see gold. This is interesting though. You see the selling pressure is coming now. You see that if we're closing every single candle like this, we are starting to formulate, you know, a lot of sellers. You see the sellers stepping in right here, right now. Coming down. Kanika says, yes, I would like to join. Jonathan, 1. Systemic, yes. 8 Techniques, yes, I want to join the group. You know where to find us. You know where to find us. This is what I like though. I like the fact that gold is formulating this way right now. I like that the dollar is pushing here. We're going to give it 6 more minutes for the closure. And that's the maker or breaker right here for today. Hope you guys every single time also learn something from the streams when we share our analysis here, when we share our team's analysis here, or in general when we learn something in regards to life. There's much more than just trading. Much more that we need to do in order to improve our life on a regular basis. It could be taking care of your health. It could be being sharp, being ready. understanding your vision, understanding why you're doing it, why you want to become successful. So again, if I ask you guys, or if I can ask you a honest, maybe a little bit personal question, if you want to answer it, you don't have to. What is the reason why you want to become successful? What is the reason why you want to be part of this whole industry? Why do you want to become a trader here? I think understanding your why can actually be the change, can be making the massive difference for you, yourself, as a trader for now also, but also in the future. Because it requires you to push forward when things are not going in your direction. And that definitely will happen. I can tell you that. Stacy says, the biggest lesson I picked up from the license are the key importance to patience. Tamir says, for freedom. Snowfall says, for girls to chase me. To invest in my real world business. I want to give my family everything to make them happy. I never want to work for someone ever again. I mean, I think we've all been there for sure. And this is definitely something that I experienced as well. I can get that completely. Ardit, freedom and providing more for my family, starting a society to help poor students study. That's beautiful. Bathroom breaks whenever I want to. Yeah, you no longer have to sit 5 minutes extra on the toilet when you become a profitable trader, that's for sure. Making my mother happy in life. I want freedom of true mind for my family to give up the Groundhog Day 9 to 5. Dion, I've been losing all my life. Money, business, confidence. I have nothing else to fall back on. This just has to work. Boom. That's the maker. That's the maker. Press a 1 in the chat for Dion right here, right now, because that's the maker right there. I've been losing all my life. Money, business, confidence. I have nothing else to fall back on. This just has to work. Usually when people are going into that mode, that's where things starting to play out here. When there are not many more options left, when this has to work. Okay? That's where we're doing it for as a community. I think this is the most important part. Is to understand your why. And that's a major, major reason. I really like it. Why do I like it so much? Because I recognize that a lot in myself as well. I know that this was something that I had to do. And then I realized that no matter what I want to do, if I want to become successful in this, I will become successful in that aspect. But in this scenario, I chose trading as my craft. So I want to become successful. And I cannot let myself down. And hop around all the time into things. No, I make a decision. Trading, okay. I'm going to stick with trading. Because no matter what I choose, it takes me a couple years to really get good at it. At least. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. So, beautiful, man. I love it. Thank you. Hate the direction of my government to make consistent profits to live in our country. That's another layer. Some people are not happy with what's going on right now. Yeah. A very important layer. That's something that I experienced as well. Like, there are many things that I recognize here in all you guys. Because there are many reasons why why I'm not in my country. Why I'm, doing what I'm doing. Why I'm learning. Why I'm trading. Why I'm building. Why I was falling down. Why I was going broke all the time. You name it. Many reasons that I recognize here. And I think that these steps are there to be made, and you have to accept the fact that it doesn't just come there. What tends to happen is that you start to learn and you learn things, but you never linearly grow, right? So it's never an uptrend. It's never just an uptrend right here, okay? That's not how life works. Unfortunately, I wish it was like that. How I think life works is more like coming up, coming down harder, coming up more, and even more, coming down even harder than before, okay? And then coming up after a couple more times here. I think that's more of how life is working. And it's funny if you look at the charts, because that's exactly how the charts operate. So what if trading is just a reflection of life? Think about it from that angle. The more of the story here. Okay, 30 minutes. We're seeing a nice solid closure though. I do like it. I'm really going to give it a couple more minutes. Dollar is doing what it's doing. It's not there yet completely. We have no bottom wick on the hourly chart right now. It is okay though. We're seeing a little wick here below. Not too much. This might take a while still. Okay. So what I'm going to do is potentially right now, you know, calm down, and I'm going to come back into Discord here. We have tried it. Okay, we have to follow our strict rules. This is how we enter. This is how we make money. We all want to make money. If you want to make money, press still W in the chat here for patience, because that's the way we do it. We come here with the intention to make money and we follow our rules. So either we win or we learn. That's how it is here. So I'm going to hold it up here. We're streaming for roughly almost 4 hours, 3.5 hours right now. There's not much volume in the market, unfortunately, today. The news did not do much as well. I'm going to go into Discord right now, because if we suddenly break it after the stream, like I did yesterday, in case that would happen, I'm in the Limitless Lounge. I'm streaming here. And you will see me. You can join for free. You will see me streaming. You can watch me there. Potentially, if something happens, I'll send a message in the Manta charts right there. Okay? Manta charts right there. Send a message in case we're going to see a breakthrough. And I will enter right there. Okay? That's what matters in essence. Again, conclusion, more of the stream today. Life is not linear. Okay? You can be struggling for 5 years straight, and then the next 2 months after that, you shoot up, you break out. And we have a breakout, okay? And we have our momentum. So we're looking to capitalize on the momentum. Your goal in life is to build off on the momentum. Also in trading. You build a little momentum for yourself in something, capitalize on it. Stick and with the momentum. And keep moving forward from there. Okay? I'm going to head into Discord, guys. I hope to see you there as well. A lot of people watching. Thank you for the likes here. We are almost at 900 likes. Still an amazing job, especially for today's stream. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the support. Also, if you like what we do, then smash that like button. Join our crypto stream tomorrow. You know what to do right now. And I'm going to be in Discord in case we're going to see a breakthrough for gold and a potential trade. Thank you very much, guys. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.